Hello everybody, it's Julia here from the Highly Sensitive Tarot, and I'm back today to do a collective reading. This has no particular theme. I'm going to draw an oracle card from my Tao oracle and then pull some cards. I might clarify those with another deck of cards, but we'll see how we go. But before we start, I do just want to say, because I love doing these collective readings, I think I often get as much out of them as the people that listen. But I do just want to say, because I often forget to give my little sort of disclaimer at the beginning of my reading. So I do just want to say that please remember that this is an energetic snapshot in time. Really, this is meant to offer the viewer possibilities and my intuitive insights into the cards. And this reading is really to help people to aid their self-reflection processes, aid their personal growth. And obviously this reading won't resonate for everybody. It can't do, can it? But I do believe that the themes in these tarot readings are universal, and so therefore they will resonate for some people. So I hope that it does resonate for you, and I would love some feedback. Yeah, so without further ado, let me just put that deck over there first. And then I'm going to give this deck a little shuffle. Like I said, this is the Tao Oracle by Ma Padma Deva, I believe, the same person that did the Osho Zen tarot deck. I shall give it a bit of a shuffle, but I think I'll lay the cards on the table and choose one, because I can only just about get my hands around these cards. They're huge. I hope everybody's well. It's really gloomy here in the UK today. We haven't had any sun for days, it feels like. And even though it's really overcast and gloomy, it's still really cold. I think it's like 2 degrees outside. So I hope the light is good enough in this video. Yeah. Okay, so that's a bit of a shuffle of those. So let's lay them down on the table. So, for the collective, please, a card to set the scene of this reading. Thank you. So, I think this one is calling to me. We're going to have that one. The Taming Power of the Great. I was just looking at what we've got at the bottom of the deck here. The Taming Power of the Great. Self-discipline, concentration, strengthen your character from within, self-awareness and realizing potential. Interesting. And then the card that I've pulled, look at this, look, isn't that gorgeous? The receptive, the yielding yin principle. Devoted, patient, supportive, obedient, responsive, intuitive, earthy mother. So, I'm going to take the card from the bottom of the deck as well. So this is very deeply feminine, this card, isn't it? We can see the breast there, we can see a belly, like a pregnant belly, that yielding yin principle of femininity, which is receptive. You know, the masculine energy is an energy that directs itself outwards, but the feminine energy is an energy that takes things in. And then we've got the Taming Power of the Great. Self-discipline, concentration, strengthen your character from within, self-awareness and realizing potential. Right, that's really interesting, isn't it? Okay, so we will bear those cards in mind as we progress through this reading and see what we get. I think this is going to be an interesting reading, isn't it? I hope so. Just put that there and put that there. Okay. So, if I could ask my spirit guides, please, to give me some cards that represent this energy that I'm feeling today, and to provide clarity to anybody that needs it, to offer possibilities and options, to aid in people's self-reflection. Okay. So, for the collective, please. Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles. Difficult energy to start with. Yeah. The Ten of Pentacles. The Justice card. Let's see if I can get them all in the shot. Perhaps if I lift that up a little bit more. And we have the Ace of Swords. We have Temperance. And we have the Ten of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. Interesting. Excuse me, got a froggy throat as per usual in the gloomy English winter. So we've got some kind of hardship, some kind of loss. We've got family, community, plans for the future. We've got justice. We've got sorry, I'm just looking at the cards as a whole here. That's why I'm sort of taking my time in what I'm saying. I was just sort of looking at the cards as a whole. So we've got justice here with, which is Libra, isn't it? This is consequences and accountability and truth. We've got the Ace of Swords, which again is truth and clarity. We've got Temperance, which is a balancing energy. It's a moderating and adaptable energy. And we've got the Ten of Wands, which is a card of kind of hardship, isn't it? It's a card of exhaustion, of carrying burdens. And then we've got the Lovers, which can represent, you know, many more things than just an enduring relationship. You know, it can often be a card of choices. You know, there is a duality in the Lovers card. Yeah. So what am I seeing here? I mean, for a start, really, these two cards are kind of opposites, aren't they, if you like? We've got that yielding, supportive, receptive principle of femininity, and then we've got the taming power of the great, which is about self-discipline and realizing your potential, and that has a much more masculine feel to it. So we've got this feminine and this masculine here to start with. We also have the feminine and the masculine in the Lovers card. It feels very much to me here that you've been feeling under some kind of burden, that there's been some kind of hardship that might well be related to your family or a close relationship. I think it's feeling very much like something's not fair. that you might have been trying to achieve some kind of balance. So we've got the Temperance card as well, haven't we, where we're trying to balance opposing energies. We're trying to balance and sort of merge together two different energies. And that's what's going on with the Lovers card also, is that there's this merging of energies. Like I said, we've got the masculine and the feminine in the Oracle cards here also. Because we've got the Ten of Pentacles, it's making me feel that this is a family issue, or this is about a relationship that has been a long-term relationship for you, not something that has just happened. I think that this is something that you've been involved in for a long time. But I think for some reason it's feeling oppressive. It's feeling that things aren't fair. I think you know the truth of this matter. I think you fully understand this matter. And I think it's hurtful, whatever that it is. I notice here we've got no cups. The only wand that we've got is the Ten of Wands, which is obviously the end of something. It's an ending of a cycle of some kind, and it's something that you've been bearing for some time. There could be a relationship breakdown here. There could be ill health in the family. It could be that you're feeling pulled, that you're feeling conflicted about the responsibilities in your life, that you might be being pulled one way by somebody and another way by somebody else, or that your own wishes and feelings, your own needs are not being taken into account. It feels that you're having to be there for other people, to be this kind of receptive yin principle, to be supportive and to be like that mother figure in life. And I feel that you're not getting your own needs met at this time. Yeah. I mean, the Five of Pentacles is kind of being left out in the cold, isn't it? And obviously with the Five of Pentacles, as we can see in this card, there's somebody here opening the door, but this person here is so defeated and so broken down that they're not even seeing that there is a possibility here, that there is help that could be offered to them here. And there is that feeling here with this Ten of Pentacles card as well, of like a hand being held out for you. There's a hand being held out here, and there's a hand being held out there. But it feels to me at the moment that you feel so beaten up, so broken down, so defeated, so burdened by the amount of responsibility that you've been carrying, that it would be difficult for you to see or even accept that help. I think sometimes when we're under real extreme stress or times of real hardship, sometimes we can close in on ourselves and then we don't see the opportunities around us, the things that could potentially help us. And that's not a criticism of mine by any means, because, you know, these things are hard, and sometimes all we can do is survive. And there is a feeling of that here. There is a feeling that you've had to rely on yourself very much. I feel that you're resentful towards somebody or towards a situation that is causing this burden. And like I said, it does very much feel like you're being pulled apart in some way or another. Let's see if I can get any more information on some of these cards. I'm going to clarify them. Let me take out these little cards. They're so cute, these little cards you get with this deck. So, like I said, it feels like you are carrying a lot of responsibility here. And that perhaps somebody else is not pulling their weight. That you're having to almost be the feminine and the masculine aspect in this relationship or this situation, whatever that it is, that you're having to carry the burden of the whole situation or the whole relationship. I mean, I'm going to go with relationship because we've got the Lovers card there. We've got two hands here in the Ten of Pentacles. We've got the duality and the blending and balancing of the Temperance card there with the two cups. We've got the masculine and the feminine. We've got two tens. We've got an ace. Something to do with your family or a long-term relationship has become a burden for you. With the Justice card there, it could even potentially mean legal proceedings. It could mean something like divorce. As I said, this could also mean that there's some ill health somewhere in the family, that you've been having to take on more than your fair share of burdens. And it just leaves me feeling in all of this like, where are you? Where are you? Are you getting what you need? Are you looking after yourself? If we could clarify these cards, please. So, for the Five of Pentacles, what is this hardship here? What is this, what's causing this kind of isolation and despair? And we've got the King of Pentacles. So a strong masculine figure in your life, or responsibility. The King of Pentacles is a kind of disciplined person, a hard-working person, and maybe, you know, because we've got that here, haven't we, this self-discipline. Maybe you've been having to be in that role too much, or perhaps there's somebody in your life that represents the King of Pentacles, somebody that perhaps is having everything their own way, not allowing you to have the space that you need or to get what you need in whatever way. What about the Ten of Pentacles? What is that there? So we've got the Two of Wands. So you're waiting for something. It's another two, isn't it? We've got two hands, two cups, two trees, two wands. So you're waiting to make the next step for something. I feel that you're very keen. You've been planning, trying to make a decision about something, about the future, where you're headed next. And it feels like you're being held back, that you're limited at the moment, that even though you know what you need to do, you know what you want, it feels like you're being held back and that you're not able to actually achieve that at the moment. Why is the Justice card here? And we have the Three of Wands. So this is about you've made your plans. You might have made a decision about what you want to do and you're ready for the next step. But again, it feels very much like your own movement is being restricted in some way, that you're having to wait for something, that somebody might be blocking what you want. Somebody might be blocking that next step for you. In this, it's interesting, in these cards here, we've got the word obedient. And in this card here, we've got the word self-discipline. And they're two very different things, aren't they? I do really believe that you've been living under some kind of somebody else's idea of how you should be and how you should act. That you've not been being yourself. And although inside you've been thinking things through, you've been finding clarity, you've been trying to set your intentions, you've been planning, you've been trying to make decisions, you've been trying to take that next step for you, but it feels very much like that is being blocked for some reason. So why is the Ace of Swords here? And we've got the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a very sort of curious and excitable energy, isn't it? And it's interesting, we're getting these wands coming out here, isn't it? As I said, you're feeling very burdened. It's like you're at the end of your tether with something. But it feels very much like you're not able to express that outwardly, that's all things that are thoughts in your head. That even though these are wands, which are cards of kind of action, I don't feel like you're you're able to act on these things at the moment. And I think that is adding to this frustration that I feel here. So why is the Temperance card here? And we have the Lovers again. Yeah. I think you've been working really, really hard at a relationship. And I see this as a long-term relationship. I feel that you've been working really, really hard at it. It's like you've given it everything. You've given it your all. You've used all of your skills, all of your femininity, all of your powers of self-discipline. I think you've been trying to work on yourself here. I mean, that's coming across in the oracle cards. You know, I think there's been a lot of self-reflection here, a lot of thinking, a lot of trying to work things out, a lot of trying to balance things with your partner or in this relationship. I mean, this doesn't have to be like a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband or a wife. This could be with your mother or your father, but it's somebody that's really important and close to you. This is a very close and long-term enduring relationship. And it has felt one-sided, I think, for a long time. It's felt that there's a feeling of oppression, I think, in these cards, actually. It feels that somebody with perhaps a stronger character or a stronger sense of will, or somebody not bullying, that's the wrong word, but somebody's been having their own way a lot. I feel that somebody's been taking a lot. You've been doing all the work, and they've been taking that, and they've been reaping the rewards of that, and you've been losing yourself, I think. Why is the Ten of Wands here? And again, we still don't have any cups, do we? The only cups we have are the cups in the Temperance card. We don't have any cups. So whatever this is going on, I think has left you feeling, I've got Judgment there for the Ten of Wands. Yeah. Whatever this is, you've had enough, haven't you? You've just had enough. If there was a lot of emotions in the past, I don't see them being there anymore. I think this really is kind of a wake-up call for you, isn't it? Whatever this is that's going on, it's something has happened that's like almost been an epiphany for you, and almost an enlightenment, an acceptance of something maybe. An acceptance that you've had enough, that you've gone as far as you can, that you don't want to do this anymore. Let's clarify the Lovers card there as well. I do feel this is a very one-sided relationship that really has just defeated you, that you have done everything that you could. And it's just not been good enough, has it? We've got the Ace of Cups, look. Oh. And then at the bottom of the deck here, we have got the Nine of Swords. And normally these two cards together, what a beautiful energy. The Ace of Cups and the Lovers. I mean, wow. But we've just followed that up with the Nine of Swords as well, haven't we? This relationship brings nothing but despair to you. I see this relationship as making you feel put upon, worthless, anxiety. This relationship, I feel, has probably affected your mental and your physical health, actually. You know, with the Five of Pentacles here, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Wands. I think that this relationship has affected your whole health quite detrimentally. And I think you know that. You've had enough. You're ready to walk away. I think you've been making plans. I think you've been thinking very hard about the future and about what you want and where you're going. And I think that you've been trying to put these changes into motion, but I feel that you're being held back in some way, that somebody's making something difficult for you. Yeah. I'm sorry, this is difficult energy, isn't it? You know? I think something has already ended. It's ended in your heart, that's for sure. It's ended in your heart and mind, even if it hasn't ended physically and practically. But I think that you're trying to put everything into motion to make that ending for yourself, to make it real, to give you that new start. And it's almost like you're kind of chomping at the bit a bit, really. I think there's even, in your more optimistic moments, there's a little bit of excitement around your new start, about getting away from this situation and making things better for yourself. But at the moment, you're stuck. And I think this card here is very relevant. I think that this card is encouraging you to fill your own cup. You know, that you're not going to get your cup filled from this relationship. This relationship just takes from you. And that you need to fill your own cup. And you need to feel better about yourself. You need to regain your strength and your health and your well-being. And move on. It's interesting, isn't it, that the Ace of Cups is the only cups we've got on the table. And to me, the Ace of Cups really does represent that that sort of, it's a sort of cycle of emotions, isn't it, I guess. It's about coming back to yourself. And I think that may even be what I'm going to call this video, is coming back to yourself, or something along those lines. Because it just really feels to me that you've given all that you can. You've given everything to this relationship. You've lost yourself in this relationship. Or you did. I don't see that currently. I feel that currently, internally, you're putting yourself back together bit by bit. And you are looking to the future. But something is keeping you stuck at the moment. Yeah. But I think really my only advice, like I said, is to fill your own cup, is to invest in yourself, to allow those emotions to flow through you and out of you, to not repress them or suppress them or force them down. You know, not to project them onto anybody else, to feel them, to allow them to run through you. And to learn from those things. To nourish yourself, to eat well, to get back into some kind of better sleeping pattern, to surround yourself with people that are good for you. Yeah, to take some time for you. Because I do see that these wands here, this is your future, isn't it? This is your future. I think this person here is not your future. Your future is ahead of you. Your future is in your hands. It's here. It's here holding this wand. It's here holding this wand. And I think you're very, very close to that new future. So, there we go. I do hope that do I hope that resonates for some of you. This is not an easy set of cards. This is not an easy place to be in. I do hope that you're looking after yourself. And I wish you well. I wish you every luck with this. Thank you for watching. Some feedback would be lovely, or just say hello. And I'm sending you all my love, and I will see you all again soon. Thank you.